things are going terminal in the terminal world. Yeah, I know that's a very bland way to start Market Watch, but hey, terminal world's on the rise. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And of course, leave a comment down below. One of you be walking away with a booster pack. We've been doing it on every Market Watch since the beginning of the year, and I do hope you guys do continue to enjoy it. So yeah, tell me what you guys are thinking. Sorry, my voice is a little bit raspy. I'm still sick, and trying to get these videos together day by day is actually a little bit hard. So, Terminal World. No activates during your main phase 1. While his cards on the field, both players skip their main phase 2s. To iterate why this is actually doing things right now is, you remember that new trap card that Tenpai Dragons got? Well, you can skip phase your opponent from actually getting a chance to play the game. And you're at 23 listings right now for this. Putting you so these cards are still solid, like $2 a piece. You got, wow, that's really that nice heavy play copy for not even showing me what's going on. But yeah, you're looking at about $3 to $4 right now for this. Now, don't get this, for those of you that also don't know, well, you might think that, oh, it has multiple printings. No. Terminal World Next is a completely different card. All right, I wanted to point out here that for some reason people are getting Terminal World Next and Terminal World confused. They are completely different. So I guess I can't believe I have to actually say that. Like, I had 2 people walk into my Discord this week and go, well, you know, Terminal World has multiple printings. I saw it was getting bought out. I didn't think anything about it. And it's like, no, it has one printing. One from Storm of Ragnarok. Thunder of Ruler. Now, for those of you that do not know the ruling on this, all right, you must be able to go into your battle phase to go to main phase 2. All right, that is how it's ruled. All right, if I Thunder of Ruler you, you don't get a main phase 2. I'm sorry to tell you that. All right, that's the way that's why Drytron's playing the main phase turn skip BS at some interactions, and then they're playing Thunder of Ruler. Oh, there went your battle phase. Tee-hee-hee. That's the way it's been handled for quite some time. That's why you're seeing, wow, people are spending $3 a piece on these. Yeah, it's because we've now gotten to the point with this degeneracy out here for these new cards that are coming, that people are like, hey, you know, it's time to pick this up. Now, keep in mind, at least Thunder of Ruler has the Astro Pack, it has the Dark Revelations, you have 166 listings for the Magician's Force, still plenty available on the market here. You're going to be in no short capacity for these. Same thing out here with the Threatening Roars, though I will say, this one's getting a little bit more out of hand out here. I mean, the fact that people are coming through here and spending, oh man, $110, $95, $80, $90. You do have one for 96, another for 96. You get a German light play here for $100, and then, wow, it jumps up to the Italian at 115. That's a little bit more expensive. I do see that the damage has been done to some of these Duelist League ones, though. This is kind of crazy. The Secret Rare does not exist. This got cratered off of the market. And then your Duelist League, actually, this is your dual terminal for, well, it doesn't technically exist. Man, all these heavy and mod play copies. It's a real shame, but, you know, you're gonna be looking for the next couple of months. As people look and anticipate, wow, you know, an actual battle phase archetype, now we have to use these cards that prevent the battle phase from existing. This is just what we're dealing with in the market. Whether or not this stuff is good or sees through, this is the current iteration. I also want to give a shout out here to Knight's End Sorcerer. With the new archetype that got released last night, a few people were like, oh, you know, old spellcaster, this is kind of cool. I mean, this is one of the coolest looking old cards in the game, and I don't know if you guys remember, but these old first edition copies of this thing are super up there. Yeah, even mod plays are still going to cost you a decent amount for these. Well, I just think this was something really cool just to plug in on Market Watch and go, wow, you know, you all like your spellcasters, sure. So, with the Doki Doki, we did see that it did have a tie-in. Hey, look, it's a level 3 Fire Dragon monster. Cool. The fact that this is $18.25 up here on the top, I do see that we've had sales for the Secret Rares. Yeah, that's a lot, actually. This card is still selling at $20. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Meanwhile, Starlight Chambers, these have calmed down quite a lot. There was a time, you guys remember when these were like $400 a piece, right? Like, This was not a kind era to this thing. Regular Chainbur secret rares from Echo are still up there. I see we did have a temporary spike up to, it looks close to like $20. But yeah, that's, honestly, I'm not surprised to see that. Chainbur, or like the Dragon Maid stuff in general, is a fan favorite deck. Lepore still coming in about $8. Of course, your reprints in El Dorado, these are still $8, surprisingly. Parlor original super rares still coming in at $6. And of course, the Dragon Maid welcomes, same thing, coming in at $6. So, and even kitchen reprint Dragon Maids down here are officially at the $5 mark, which is actually, once again, that's kind of crazy to see, you know, your presented value in this stuff. Good stuff to see Dragon Maid stuff doing its thing. Now, for those of you that did pay attention over the weekend, Chainbur ran through the Philadelphia regional. That's normally a $300 to $400 man regional. And I know a few people are like, well, what's going on with this? You know, do we need to be watching this stuff? Well, it's not like Chain Strike. I mean, okay, first of all, you're spending the 60 cent game out here, and you're playing literal penny songs. Look at this. You have 120 listings for this, all right? There's only so much that you can look at and pick up out here for some of the old stuff. I'll go over the Philly list later on in the week. I do want to talk about the regional, you know, what was around the deck, and, you know, a majority of the matchups that this duelist had to kind of endure and go through out here. Oh, and speaking of enduring, you're telling me that this Ojama Trio for the Worldwide English Edition is up there, I guess. Dark Revelations version still kind of on the up and up. 41 listings for the 25th anniversary version. Oh yeah, this wasn't Dino Mash or Fury. Oh, these are 35 cents. Cool. I mean, once again, you just look at the Chainbur stuff and you're like, well, this is kind of cute. And of course, good old Dimension Wall. You know, once again, we were watching this a couple weeks ago because some of the rares and things for this were starting to go up, and a lot of people like, Dimension Wall has not had a reprint in a very long time. Yeah, look at that first edition price point there. Like, this thing goes up. You have people out here buying mod play copies at $10 to $14, and this is just the situation we're in right now. Like, First Ed's going for $24 to $25 on up to $29 here. It's actually kind of impressive to see nonetheless. So if you're planning on picking up any of this sort of stuff for Dimension Wall, at least, you know, to have these to play with Chainbur, it's going to cost you a little bit. I see that the DR4 versions and the Champion Pack versions got cratered off of the market. And down here for basic rares from CRV, of all things, $11. Yeah, that's the cost right now of wanting to play Chainbur in the modern era. Like, isn't that kind of cool to see? Like, once again, good stuff to the market for taking a look at this and going, hey, we can play some meta. Oh, and I guess I should talk a little bit. So at least in terms of the Blackwing department, you've got to look at a lot of the older stuff. The Blackwing Assault Dragon being one of those key components here. I pulled up Full Armor Master because I still think that this is one of the best things. Thank you, reprint down here from Crystal Revenge, being a nice 9-cent card heading on up along the way. But, you know, you've got some things out here to consider when you're looking at this stuff. You're like, hey, do we want to pick these up? Just keep in mind, secret rares are still on the up third. Actually, these are starting to head up with these. There was a time where these were much cheaper, but yeah, your Blackwing stuff gaining some value out here. And to nobody's shock, Mion the Time Lord. Your top listing here is $20. Now you're probably like, wait, what? Well, your sales bottomed out at like $3. You're at 7, 6, and 6 here. Congratulations to those of you that did not notice this, but Mion the Time Lord has exceeded all of our expectations and become this crazy $7 card out here. I don't know what to say about that, but wow, I guess. I guess that's what you expect out here. So what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below when you be walking away with a booster pack. Keep in mind that there's so much more news to come this week. It's going to be a very long week. That's all I got to say. Hope you guys stay safe out there and have a good rest of your day. All right, peace out. Patrons, thank you. go!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.